A cost gap of 241%, profits plunging 99%. What did TSMC's US factory ultimately lose to? On January 6, 2026, Taiwan's Commercial Times cited an internal TSMC financial report revealing that the comprehensive cost of a single 7nm wafer at its Arizona, USA plant has reached a staggering $11,000. In contrast, the cost for a single wafer at a mainland China factory with the same process and specifications is only $4,560. The cost of the American factory is a shocking 241% of China's. This disparity is not an isolated case, it is a microcosm of the global restructuring of manufacturing costs, directly tearing open the truth behind the myth of Western manufacturing reshoring. Can you believe it? The United States, which once controlled global commodity pricing through dollar hegemony and harvested the world at will with financial tools, is now stuck deep in a cost quagmire even in high-end manufacturing sectors like chips, with production ramp-ups repeatedly blocked. Meanwhile, China is quietly rewriting the rules of the global currency game with solid manufacturing strength. This is not a subjective assumption, but an objective fact currently unfolding. It is like a global economic poker game. For the past few decades, the US has held the two aces of energy hegemony plus financial manipulation, sitting firmly as the dealer and setting whatever rules it pleased. But now the situation has changed. China holds the bottom card of global supply of nearly half of industrial goods. This effectively means that for every 2 industrial items produced globally, 1 comes from a Chinese factory. Holding such capacity discourse power naturally gives one the confidence to reset the tone of the rules. Even more disruptive to traditional cognition is that Chinese smart factories, empowered by AI throughout the entire process, have directly slashed labor costs by 60%, with some high-end production lines even achieving lights-out manufacturing, fully automated. In contrast, if equipment fails at TSMC's US factory in the early morning, they must wait for engineers to arrive the next day for repairs. In Chinese factories, engineers are on call, and AI systems can even predict faults in advance. This efficiency gap is significant, and it ultimately converts into the core chips of pricing power. Next, we will dismantle how Chinese manufacturing is leveraging global pricing power step by step from 3 core dimensions: the magnitude of productive forces, AI technology empowerment, and currency pricing logic, and why this transformation renders the traditional Western cognitive system completely ineffective. The magnitude of productivity determines the ultimate ownership of pricing power. The United Nations Industrial Development Organization, UNIDO, recently forecast that by 2030, China's industrial value-added will account for 45% of the global total. This ratio is equivalent to 2.3 times the combined industrial value-added of the United States, Japan, and Germany. This means that 1 out of every 2 industrial products in the world will be made in China. Conversely, manufacturing employment in the US is only 12.8 million, far below the peak of 19.5 million in 1979. A Wells Fargo report explicitly stated that to restore manufacturing employment to its peak, 6.7 million new jobs would need to be added, a figure almost equal to the total number of unemployed people in the US under the current 3.7% unemployment rate. When Fuyo Glass built a factory in Ohio, it faced an awkward situation. Even offering wages 20% higher than the local average, it could not recruit enough young people. Most young people prefer to flock to the financial circles of Wall Street and the tech circles of Silicon Valley. The talent disconnect in manufacturing has become a universal dilemma in the West. Commentary and analysis. Western society has long believed in the notion that finance determines everything, viewing manufacturing as a low-end industry and actively outsourcing it. They ignored that manufacturing is the core foundation of global pricing power. China is not seizing the market through low-price strategies, but forming an irreversible advantage through irreplaceable production magnitude. This advantage stems from a complete industrial chain, a mature industrial ecosystem, and scale effects, not short-term policy dividends. When the initiative for the supply of most global industrial goods is in China's hands, currency pricing will naturally tilt towards the center of productivity. The finance over industry cognitive model long held by the West can no longer explain the current global economic landscape. AI technology reconstructs cost advantages, building a core barrier for pricing power. Through AI algorithm optimization and the widespread use of automated equipment, Chinese smart factories have firmly controlled the proportion of comprehensive labor costs to within 20%. In similar US factories, this ratio is generally as high as 35% to 40%, and even Germany, a manufacturing powerhouse, maintains it at around 30%. More critical is the efficiency gap. The labor cost at TSMC's US factory is twice that of its Taiwan factories, and restricted by union rules, the response efficiency to breakdowns is worlds apart, leading to soaring comprehensive costs. Although Germany's industrial robot density ranks among the highest globally, the speed of smart factory upgrades lags, and SMEs struggle to push AI upgrades due to financial pressure. Compared to China's AI-driven flexible production model, their cost advantage is gradually being lost. It is worth noting that while there seems to be some movement of foreign capital, it is actually the spillover of low-end labor-intensive capacity. High-end intelligent manufacturing capacity from companies like Tesla and BMW is actually accelerating its roots in the Chinese market. Commentary and analysis. AI empowerment in manufacturing is not simply replacing human labor, it is a restructuring of cost logic and efficiency boundaries across the entire chain of production, management, and operations. The West took it for granted that they would monopolize technological dividends for a long time, but they did not expect China to deeply integrate AI technology with manufacturing, carving out a unique path of tech R&D plus scaled implementation, forming a dual barrier of technology plus capacity. This advantage is not a zero-sum game but drives global manufacturing towards high efficiency and intelligence. If the West sticks to traditional production modes and union rules and is unwilling to actively adapt to technological changes, it will only remain passive in the competition for global pricing power and gradually lose its voice. The rise of energy currency thoroughly overturns the dollar-dominant logic. For the past few decades, the core of dollar hegemony has been energy binding plus financial manipulation. By controlling global energy trading through the petrodollar system, a single money printing resolution by the Federal Reserve could affect global exchange rate trends and harvest the labor results of other countries. However, the core anchor of global exchange rates in the future will no longer be the credit endorsement of paper currency, but tangible energy, industrial manufacturing capability that is implementable and quantifiable. The US tried to push manufacturing reshoring by imposing tariffs and providing subsidies, but it backfired. High tariffs pushed up the cost of imported raw materials, while issues like labor shortages, skill mismatches, and union constraints meant that even $2.9 trillion in necessary investment could not fill the capacity gap. China, relying on the world's most complete industrial system, has built an industrial ecosystem centered on manufacturing capability, making currency pricing closer to the level of real productivity. Commentary and analysis. The essence of energy currency is to return currency to its value origin, breaking financial capital's monopoly on and harvesting of global pricing power. The profound significance of this for human society lies in reconstructing the fairness of global resource allocation, allowing countries with true productivity advantages to receive reasonable returns, rather than letting financial hegemons gain without labor by printing money. The reason the West's existing currency leads production cognition has failed is rooted in its neglect of the fact that productivity is the core engine of civilization's progress and economic development. China's practice is providing a new value coordinate system for the world, pushing the global economy towards a more pragmatic and fair direction. China's manufacturing sector fighting for global currency pricing power is never about replacing the status of a specific currency or country. It is about pushing the global economy to break free from the shackles of financial hegemony and return to the essential logic of being productivity-based. This transformation allows all countries to benefit from fair capacity competition and lets development results benefit all of humanity more balancedly. If you want to continue tracking the hidden connections between the changes in the global manufacturing landscape and currency pricing logic, make sure to follow me. In the future, I will break down more unknown investment logic, national response strategies, and global trends for you. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.